Yeah, there we go. Received find hole. Yeah, okay. Yes, some people need to actually learn how to find the... Oh. I'm sorry, I think I misunderstood that. Anyway. Yes, I switched Bartz to a Geomancer, and I decided to call him Bartz this time instead of Butts for a second, and I don't know why. But that's because I went and did some leveling, and mostly of jobs. As you can see, Galoof is up to a level 2 trainer. So he can control monsters, which I'm probably going to switch that ability off because I don't think I need that for a bit. But also, let's take a quick look at what our blue magic retinue is looking like. At the moment, I believe I'm missing only 3 blue magics that I can get by this point. Those being Missile, Self-Destruct, those two being from enemies in the fire ship, which I did not know I could get them. And they both require specialized strategies to get in the first place. And the third one is Magic Hammer, which Biblos did use, but he didn't target Ferris with it because he's a dickhead. So, yeah, rest and rip to that. The Find Hole ability is the thing that will let us find hole traps in the floor. It's not quite as interesting as it sounds, unfortunately. But let's get ourselves on our ship, which we've been led to believe is fire-powered, apparently. And I believe the location that we are going to is down in the bottom right there. We gotta head over to the Crescent area. Of course, this map is unlabeled. I'm sure that there is some sort of, like, labeled map that you can obtain physically with this game. I would assume so, anyway. Most RPGs this era had at least some sort of information for you. And over here, we've got ourselves a mysterious building. We cannot access this at the moment. I forget what that place is called, but it's, like, I don't remember offhand. Hold up, I might have that available to me to look up real quick. The Island Shrine, I think? I believe it's called the Island Shrine. But, yes, that place is basically inaccessible at the moment. And we have to wait until later on in order to actually access it. Because later in the game, the big bridge of a certain battle fame will partially overwrite some of the world map, and you'll be able to cross it in order to get to that shrine. But for the time being, we are up the creek without a paddle, which is perfectly fine with us because our ship is powered by, apparently just by fire. It's not even like, oh, it's steam powered. It's literally fire powered. As occasionally happens, you know. Gonna make a joke about my boat. Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot take our boat into the Island Shrine right now. There's a monster there that teaches us Missile, which would be nice. But, unfortunately, I cannot get in there. And also, I don't know if Missile is actually any good. It might end up being kind of a shit move for all I know. It's blue magic, so it's really hit and miss no matter what. Anyway, we want to head over here to Crescent Island, I believe, right? As we got ourselves some flying bird here and some more fins. But not the rest of the Sahagin, you know. It's only fins. Which is not a service that I subscribe to. Oh, what do you mean it's immune to electricity? Really, a seabird that's immune to electricity. I can I? I actually don't know. I've never tried. Let's find out. So that's what happens when I press the select button. When I press the X button, it just goes there. Circle is to back out. Yeah, so nothing doing, but I can scroll up and down with the shoulder buttons if I was non-stupid. Oh, from the main menu? Well, I really haven't tried that, so guess I'll find out in a minute. Look at Bart in his, like, pajamas. Oh, god damn it, I called him Bart again. Oops. Oops! The select button takes me to the next page of next type of magic. Yeah, so... Yeah, it's just very, a game that came out in 1992 kind of grade. Here we are on the old, location that I believe to be called Crescent Island. It would make sense for it to be called Crescent Island. The word crescent comes up a shocking amount now that I think about it in, various Final Fantasy stuff. Because there's a Crescent Lake location in FF1. There's another Crescent Island, I believe, in 6. There's, of course, Freya Crescent in FF9. Oh yeah, the double lizard. This thing is very silly looking, now that I actually see that it's got a head on its other end. For some reason, this weird push-me-pull-you guy here, just in the middle of the Crescent Island here. Here. Just a sec. And here we are at Crescent Town, I guess. What a creative name. Earthquake. Aw, jeez. What about the ship? What? The earthquake ate our ship? Really? He ate my ship. He ate my pencil. Seriously? Dude, how many times are we gonna have a ship get sucked into the deep like that? Jeez. Thanks a lot, dude. I see you didn't even put another space in your ha-ha-haing. Thanks. Old man, you're going to die someday from old age. Very, very soon. And that makes me laugh. Ha, ha, ha. A whole box of ships. Yes! Let's see, I'm glad at least one person in this chat knows my bad jokes. I don't know if that's a good thing, my friend, but hey. Let's take a look at our weapons that we have available. We've got elemental bows here. And a silver harp. None of those are of use to us. Hey, excellent. I don't know if it's a good thing that we come to a town and we can't buy any new gear, but hey. I'm going to pretend for the time being. And we're going to head on over to armor and see, poet robes, huh? Do poets have, like, special robes? Well, alright then. Gonna be honest, I Never realized that. But it does give us some more defense and magic defense compared to our other thing. Unfortunately, yeah, since Ferris is a red mage who gets to actually use, like, real equipment and stuff, I bought too many of these things, at least for the time being. It's alright, I'm sure eventually I'm going to want to turn Galoof back into being a white mage. Oh, piano. Don't forget the piano. And it's strange little bells that it's also got attached to it, I guess. Hey, neat. We learned the strength song. That is hopefully pretty good. Magic shop? Y'all got any of them, anything interesting for me? You've got a lot of black magic that I already have, huh? And no good on the white or time magic, eh? Well, that's a pity. No new abilities for our time wizards. But we are currently boat lacking here, so we're gonna have to just deal with things the old-fashioned way here. Of going and looking for a chocobo or something. Also, since I'm like 99% caught up with the story of FF14 now, I just want to say that the people who have been, like, theory crafting is the word that I will use to be very polite about. Disgusting. Ouch. I didn't realize that Ferris was so close to death, and everybody's been hit by the old sap. Yes, I'm sorry. Kind of. Fuck it, I can walk back to town before I get into an encounter, right? It's a good thing I waited until that late to say it, because otherwise that's just inviting me getting, having a bad time there. 30 GP here. I see inflation is starting to hit Crescent Town a little bit harder than it was over in the rest of the area. That's a 50% jump in price. Jesus Christ, what happened? Did Trump establish tariffs in this part of the world too? I'm sorry, did a war break out in your version of the Strait of Hormuz? Christ. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'd say it would turn away my potential audience, but, like, if you would be turned away by that, I don't fucking want you here. Anywho, so the thing that I've seen with regard to the Final Fantasy XIV story, I'm getting back to it. This is spoilers for version 7.5. For those of you who haven't played that far, you may want to close your ears for a minute. Can I just say, are people fucking stupid? Like, there's people who are people really just sort of immediately blaming Venat for things related to the solstice? And the organization that's talking to you about it is called the fucking Winterers? Winter, which notably begins with a goddamn solstice? Are you people fucking illiterate? Answer, yes, of course they are, but Jesus, man. Villain comes up to you, says, the world is ending. I belong to an organization whose name is suspiciously connected to it, and they're immediately just like, okay, blame this other woman. God, I hate people who are fans of things. Anyway, that's definitely a chocobo. It just fell into a big vat of purple dye. You should at least wait until you get on it before you tell it to fly, Butts. Come on, dude. But hey, we got ourselves a new vehicle. And apparently it ate a bunch of crystal shards at some point. And then it just horfs them up like it found them in a Crash Bandicoot level. And we unlock the Bard and the Hunter. Yeah, you should probably wipe those off, Barts. Fuck! I did it again! Ugh, one of these days I'll remember to actually just call him Butts. Unfortunately, my brain is poisoned by that mistranslation. So, yeah, that's, we're gonna take in some Chocobo theme for a second. This version's fun. I mean, the Chocobo theme is, like, always good, but this is... Yeah, you're right, sorry. It'll come back around, don't worry. Alright, gang, what's y'all's favorite version of the Chocobo theme? Because there are some pretty good ones out there. This one's got to be pretty high on my list. There's also some other really really good ones. I do enjoy the one from 10 quite a bit, but that's because I'm a huge fan of FF10 just in general. The old Chocobo Jam. That one's pretty good. But yeah, this one... What's this? I think Mambo to Chocobo, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes, that one's pretty good. I've been hearing a non-zero amount of Techno de Chocobo recently because of reasons that I've already explained before. Okay, here's something from the wiki. The remix of Techno de Chocobo used in the FF6 Pixel Remaster includes electronic vocal sampling of the word Chocobo that was not originally possible, including a reading of CHOCOBO through a Texas Instruments Speak and Spell toy. God, that's really stupid. Oh, man. Oh boy. You know what? At bare minimum, at least the Pixel remasters are like, they are keeping some of the spirit of the fact that the Final Fantasy series, even the games that get really heavy, are full of some monstrously silly shit. So, credits where it's due. Even if it is FF6, and even if they change Son of a Submariner to Son of a Sandworm in later versions, which I prefer the other one. Between the two scripts, both of which are, like, honestly about as heavily localized as the other, changed from the original JP anyway. I think they're kind of a mixed bag. Like, there's definitely some that have better moments in the SNES, better moments in the GBA, just for 6. And yeah, the other one I was thinking of, by the way, because I did completely jump over it, I apologize, from Final Fantasy 13-2, Crazy Chocobo. The incredibly, like, ridiculous clown shoes one is... That is one that I have a certain, you know, I just find it very funny. Again, I'm one of those people who's like, I think that a lot of the funny shit in these games is worth a lot of, just a lot. So, whenever they get to do some goofing like that... Oh, am I not allowed to go through the... Yeah, I guess I can't go through the really tall mountains. Our Chocobo can fly, but not that much. Maybe we're just too fat for that. Yes, I did learn level 5 death. That's a thing that we farmed out during that stream. And yes, for some reason, I still have Galoof in the trainer outfit. I think maybe it's just because I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm here, I may as well. I should start saying Chocobo wrong. Will that do? Chocobo? I remember a lot of pronunciation of it as Chocobo when I was younger. Until eventually they started voice acting the games, and then you could actually hear that it was properly pronounced Chocobo. And then the magic was over because very few people comparatively were out there making an ass of themselves saying things the wrong way. Okay, yeah, so Bradley here can use daggers or a harp. Unfortunately, no bow, so he's definitely no FF14 bard. Oh well. What was the other one we got? Was the hunter, right? I was gonna say, yeah, and for sure, you've got to be able to use a bow on the hunter, otherwise that's pretty weird. Can you use the... Can Ninja use the katana? I guess not. Is this the old meteor that we're... This isn't the... No, this is the Tycoon meteor. Wow, okay. I literally just came back to the first island. I'm an idiot. I have no sense of direction. Boy, what if I read this world map a little bit more often? Anyway. Imagine reading. Come on. Back to the fun music for a moment whilst I try to remember where the heck I'm supposed to go. Remember, the Black Chocobo can only land in forests. Otherwise, its stealth doesn't work or something. Ooh, the Black Flames. Yes, these guys... If I recall correctly, these dudes are worth a pretty solid chunk of experience. Do they have a move? They don't have a move, do they? Actually, hold up. I got the list, so I can... Oh, wait, no, these dudes have Dark Spark, right. Well, I don't have water magic. I mean, I do, I just don't have it equipped right now. As our... Yeah, see, that's the blue magic they have is Dank Spank. I should never put it that way. Sorry. So Darkspark is a move that cuts the target's level in half, which sounds deeply arcane in terms of its, like, utility. And ultimately, honestly, you do kind of want to read a guide if you want to be like, hey, yes, I'd really love to use that. I wasn't paying attention to see if this did damage. It's not very much. Damn. Damn. And Gust heals them. Wow, okay. Good. Is that what we're calling it today? I mean, wait. How about lightning? Does this do better damage to you? No. I mean, granted, part of it might be that our levels are, like, mathed out as being fucking 0, basically, but... I am trying to punch, but apparently Ferris doesn't know how to... Do I have to hit them literally barehanded? That would be very interesting if so. Here, this will actually deal damage when the... Where did my select go? It is absolutely my fault because I'm doing this in a clumsy, stupid asshole way, but listen. Listen, or don't, for that matter. Listen, I was starting to think that the weapon type was actually having an effect. Other than, obviously, like, Dumbass doesn't deal any damage with his fucking bells. Okay, that was a complete clown festival. And I would apologize, but I'm too stupid for that, so... That's fine, we got enough money that we could just go back to the inn. Oh, because I have multiple mithril knives, so they won't... Whatever, hit optimum. It really wants me to think that bell is better. Well, I don't believe that to be the case. He saws what I did. Yeah, okay, let's... Excellent grammar there. You shucks nutler. Charles Entertainment nutler. I don't know. Alright, we got a couple more of these crescent dudes. Crescent men's. Yes, I did in fact go and basically put an upper bound on the speed up to like, I think 400%. Yeah, it was 400%. I just had to remember what I had said because yeah, it jumping to, God, what if it was like 2,000 frames a second? That's easily like 35, somewhere between 30 and 40, but closer to 30. Still like 30 times faster. That's stupid. Like, how many times am I painting my emulator red to get that, right? It's a Gundam reference, not a 40K reference, folks. Although, I mean, technically it's kind of both, isn't it? So. It's just I had one of them in mind a little bit more than the other. It turns your whole emulator red when you start overspeeding it. That'd be pretty good. I would admire that on some level. That'd be a pretty A+ design choice. Anyway, I'm saving here because those black flames were highly annoying. And that does make me have a bit of a concern that we could be fighting things that are not just annoying, but actually a problem. What if I just get jumped by that, like, weird house enemy from FF9 out here? Ooh, we got some bombs here. Bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend. Wait, no. Sorry. Should come back when my pool of references is a little richer. Anyway, these guys do more than 100 damage a hit, which is enough for me to call them kind of butts. So, not that butts. Mr. Clouser, you are exempt from this part of things. Oh, what? Am I literally unable to select Ferris with that? And play a techie's voice line every time. I think the correct one that I have to play every time is the "What are you giggling about" one. Anyway, I guess that if we're going to get this spell, not that I really need self-destruct that much, we're gonna have to use, like, one brain here. And that, admittedly, is kind of a lot. Ah, he's paralyzed. Boo. Here, surely ice will work on this lizard enemy, right? It's... As a reptile, it's cold-blooded, which means that it's probably susceptible to ice, right? Oh, I see. They've got some sort of body slam involved there, too. Okay. Can we bonk you one time? Oh, I died. Never mind. Anywhere for me to land the Black Chocobo here? Ah, yeah, here we go. I was hoping there was something closer, but hey. Hey, unfortunately it hit the wrong person. Damn. Well, so much for that, but hey, it does use the move, so that's something. As if we weren't already aware, right? Ah, here we go. Alright, just keep trying to push our luck here. Oh, he targeted Galoof instead. Boo. I've seen something over there at town. Let's get over there and we can have a place to heal and stuff. Oh, gross. Jesus, man, would you cool it? Those bio soldiers do not fuck around. Ugh. Eesh. Nasty boys. Nasty boys. Alright. We picked Ferris back up, and thankfully we got some mana so we can make Galoof get on his feet there. Galuff. And he can equip white magic again, so that way he can start doing some of this. And again, I don't think he needs control right now, so we can just move on, I guess. That equipped for now. There we are. At Jakol Village. Yeah, we heard about this place before. Once again, 30 GP in. Very nice. The items in the shop are about the same, so no real need to do anything with that for the time being. Head on over to the pub, and we got a piano we can play here. Huh, well that's a strange, knock it off, that's dangerous? What is? Talking to you? Yes, I have been there. And what's your gear looking like? Ninja suit, huh? Grab a couple of those. We got some money to spare, so we may as well take a look. Find out if those are any good. Ooh, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what the weight stat does for us in terms of, like, any of our, anything else, but that still seems like it's kind of a good thing to lower it, right? plus everybody gets some speed up. Except for Butts, who's stuck relegated to being a slow ass. Knife. Now we got oral swords available. Nice. We'll grab some of those. And we got, they're calling them mage slashers. Not mage mashers, I see. And otherwise, we got some other stuff that nobody in our current classes can use. If I switch classes, maybe, but for the time being, not so much. Let's see how much better the Mage Masher is than the Whip for... Oh yeah, that's a significant upgrade. I mean, the Whip has, like, a long reach, I think, and it can paralyze, but I think just doing raw damage is probably going to be a little bit better under most circumstances for us. Any goodies for sale in the magic shop? All this white magic we already have. Alright, well, that was slightly rewarding. Plus, it's just nice to have a place to stay without having to burn a tent. It kind of seems like the bio soldiers cast bio only when they're alone. So we're going to try to distribute our damage a little better against them. Oh, and these fights are worth 2 AP, so that's pretty nice. Alright, and save outside here before we start taking on the mountain. My current numbers give me confidence, so... Yeah, we got Nut Eater here. Nut Eater. Very funny enemy to see at all. Later, I think, changed to Nutkin, or at least I would assume these are the versions of the generic squirrel enemy that very specifically are the Nutkin are based on, but calling them Nut Eater is kind of funnier in a certain way. They're also pretty weak, so hey, take advantage while we still have the, you know, while these fights are still basically free. Hell yeah. Okay, that's what I thought would happen, but I just had to confirm. I sort of realized afterwards, I don't know what that does yet, but that makes sense. So that's what our Mage Murderer or whatever it was called does. It silences enemies. Excuse me, but I've never seen that visual effect before, so... And by never, I mean... If I have, I don't remember. So, there's every possibility that I am full of shit when I say I've never seen it before. It just didn't look familiar. Oh yeah, the Skull Eater, I think it's called, at least in later translations. Those are some nasty boys. Yeah, that really does not look familiar. So this, I'm a little confused here, but... This is a little bit, well, not directly forthcoming, that's for sure. It's an odd puzzle that I'm slightly confused by, and by slightly I mean probably a little more. Okay. Hey, thank you for the 100
When
bits.
Batman
I appreciate
defeats
it.
someone in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, does it become a brutality?
You know, I'm trying to remember what any of the finishers were like in that game. Other than the fact that they were, like, severely toned down in terms of usual MK violence, because they were, for a game that was aimed at a bit more of a, well, it was not an M-rated game, basically, so... When it feels like brutality is the one that's the dial back, right? That definitely sounds like Mortal Kombat to me or something. I don't know completely where this bit's going, but hey. So for anyone who's wondering about why Geomancer, because Geomancer isn't really a class that has a ton of abilities to it, a big thing that I want to get is the ability to avoid taking damage from damage tiles, which is a thing that you can unlock with the Geomancer once you max level it, which admittedly, yeah, I'm saying, hey, yeah, let me max out a class, but Geomancer is a fairly short class in terms of that regard. There's a pyramid hanging out in the middle of the desert, which is sensible, actually. There isn't a single forest patch in this area, is there? No, there's a... surrounding this thing. Oh, right, this is just the Library of the Ancients, isn't it? Yeah, oh. Was I supposed to come back here already? Wow, okay. Oh, you found King Tycoon? Alright. That sort of sand tides, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Town of ruin, but no one can enter it. It beats me. Said he was floating. Ah, we gotta find our feather boots, huh? It's a pity there's no auction house around here, either from FF6 or FF9, because that'd give it to us for free. Anyway, let me back in there. I want my healing water. Alright, so... Old Blackbird, why don't you fly me on over here and take a look around? Not to be confused with the Blackbird from Chrono Trigger, that is completely different. This fella is far too small to be that thing. Well, I guess I'm probably gonna have to go look around somewhere to find something that will let me float, won't I? I'm just taking a little guess here. Hey, can we kill this Mithril Dragon before it... Actually, it doesn't have any targets, so it might not be able to pep up. Balloon. I mean... That seems sensible by the standards of the series, really, but, not a balloon as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. I do, in fact, forget, like... I admit I remember very little of this game, to be totally honest with you. It's a good one, but, again, when did I last play this? Like, before 2010, almost. That it's hover boots. Yeah, I mean, I've already said probably no feather boots at this point. It's not this game that has those. And even then, oh boy, FF6 and even FF9, those were outside of the wheelhouse of the Final Fantasy games where you actually had to use equipment in order to get places. What the devil is this thing? Other than a big rock. It's just a big rock as far as I'm aware. At least until further notice. I can't interact with it. Ah, yes, this is probably where I gotta go, because it's a place I can only get to with the Black Chocobo. It's Rick's Village, right. This place, the town of Licks, this is the place where Bartz comes from. Yes, that's right. Butts comes from Licks, everybody. That's right. Well, you know, it's something about how the only ethical consumption under capitalism is eating ass, but more importantly, all I can say is, hey, at least Butts is a giver, right? Ooh. Cheap goodies. And they sell ethers, which... I mean, those are a little bit ritzy considering, so, we're gonna... $7.50 for an ether. Man alive, they, It's just like any RPG, though, where they're like, hey, MP recovery items, they should be really bad to obtain. And there's a very small amount that do not follow that philosophy. And for them, I am grateful because... Otherwise, I don't feel like casters are, you know, necessarily always going to feel worth it. Oh, are you the person I'm supposed to talk to get the cutscenes here? Butt scene, yeah. A little bit, eh? Anyway, the kid was too good at hide and seek. And by that, I mean, he also was afraid of heights, which, to be fair, he still is, apparently. That depends on whether or not they let me control in the post-game like Earthbound. Actually, I have a feeling that when the world merger happens, she's gonna get obliterated. Oh, yeah, by the way. Stella? Names their kid... Oh. Several people do, actually. And just look around at stuff in the house, huh? Some of his old stuff get left here. Oh, right. Stella's his mom. I think we knew that already, actually, but I don't have a good memory. Oh, she gets seizures. That's very unfortunate. Not basically. Come on, Drogon. You can just throw butts at your enemies, and I'm sure that it will be perfectly safe for both of them. It was changed to Dorgan later? Okay. Well, I guess typo or slight ambiguity in the character. The Japanese character it was translated from. Stella! No, that's not a reference. Presumably. What the hell? Is this supposed to be a sink? It looks like a... There's some game that I'm thinking of where there's like a weird like machine input console. Oh, Robotrek, right. I'm thinking of the thing that just sort of looks like a big SNES controller in that game. Hey, we learned Temptation Song. Neat. We got some more Bard stuff just for poking around, really. Robotrek is pretty alright. I've never actually finished it, but a very interesting concept, period. I enjoyed playing it. I just never actually got around to finishing it. Alright, this guy is just basically in a house, and he's our magic salesman for the area, and all he's got is Asuna. That's... wow. Very easy final boss then, I guess. Maybe I should stream that one day. It would give me a good excuse to actually finish it. I'm sure we gotta stay here, and that'll be the cutscene that triggers something that goes, hey, yeah, here's the thing that moves on for you. Or lets you move on, or words. If it's a free in-stay they're offering, it's either very unhealthy for you, or it's plot important. Ferris, what's the deal with you and your dad? Oh, right. Is it because Ferris and Lena are both the child of King Tycoon? Oh, right. Oops, spoilers. Alright, so I don't know if I've done everything here. I think I have. Plus, there's no real items for us to pick up, so... Now do we just get our asses out of here and we go... continuing to look around places? Okay, that's just North Mountain, right? Oh, right, because that's where the dragon is parked. Okay. Okay, so... I guess at this point we just go through the desert to the next town? Just try to hoof it from there? Hmm. I'm like, where else can I really go? Ah, yes, and we're back to our old friend Zeus, Glastos, and Landwart here. Nice and easy. Well, alright then, let's do this. You know, with the tendency of this game to truncate names to 6 letters or less, I'm kind of surprised that X-Death, which is... they're listed as 6 letters in the hyphen. and also with their tendency to avoid, certain words and stuff, that they didn't translate it to Exodus, which is the name that they used for a thing from FF Tactics Advance, which a lot of people theorized for a while was supposed to be listed as XDeath. Because it was also a tree. I don't know if it actually is a mistranslation in English as Exodus. I guess I look. Yeah, it is listed as being also a translation as XDeath, but it's like it could be ambiguous. Hey, we got an elixir, hell yeah. Ooh boy. I love the look of this. Oh wait. Now what do you guys got for us? Don't give up yet. It's awfully quick. This is Bella called sandworms. Just kick the crap out of some sandworms and... I'm going to step back. I'm going to heal and save before we do this. The sandworm boss is one that's kind of interesting. And by that, I mean it's one of those things that is reliant very heavily on the ATB system, and you can have problems occasionally with it. As a result, due to weird timings. Alright. Well, okay, boys, let's do this. If you use any magic on sandworms, your history says, which is, I don't think completely accurate, but... Yeah, we're gonna be doing this a whole lot. I was waiting for it to move around the holes. Ah, shit. Well. Yeah, you can see it doesn't find that very funny, so... Hands out some demi for us. Ah, shit. Whoops. That said, using anything with an area of effect is probably a bad call here, so... That much is not unfair to say. It's a flat 60, but it is also inflicting a tick effect on us. We are getting sapped. Oh, fuck you. Imagine being the jackass who's just like, okay, sure, this guy. You know what? Fuck it, let's go for it. The damage is not high. Yes, that might be kind of a bad choice. Let's see, we get counterattack twice for our efforts. But I couldn't remember if it actually did good damage or not, so... As we can see what the result there is, the answer is no. This is a fight where you want to be primarily very reactive. And also, with the amount that it slows the game down because it does this so much. That is slightly annoying. You just let the worm move into place, and then you hit it again. Unless you've got somebody on heal duty for your turn. Like in my case, because Galoof is up, we'll just have him throw out some Cure 2. Yeah, as I say, wait for the next action. Oh shit, I need to re-equip Ferris's sword. Right, because that was a real dumbass move I did. Alright, well, it's doing that, so... You know what? I think Galoof is going to be our other physical damage dealer for now, and Ferris is going to be healing. Ferris has got more MP anyway, so... Butts isn't doing a whole lot of damage right now because he's a Geomancer, so he is a wizard class with, like, no real punch to him whatsoever. Also, I did just have Galoof do that, even though I was like, oh yeah, Ferris is going to be our damage dealer from now on, right? Oops! Alright, re-equip the Coral Sword. And there we go. After all that in and out, we get things done here. And yet, we just use ourselves a sandworm corpse as a bridge here. And of course, since we're talking at them from a weird position, you get some of that happening. Maybe just a little bit, listen. It's entirely visual or something. Yeah, there's a lot of innuendos we can make here for sure. Quite a few. Quite a few. And we land this cactus and these weird, gross things that are similar to other weird, gross things we saw in the ocean. Hey! These tiles are not the easiest for me to parse off the top of my head in these sand currents. There we go. That actually wasn't so bad after all that, but I was still quite confused. Here we go. We got 2 bio soldiers. That sucks. That's not something you ever want to see, really. So we'll do this, and we'll do some geomancy. And hit the one in the back, that's nice. So Lena can hit the one in the front. And then Galoof can hand out some healing, because we will probably need it. Just in case we're in such a position where we do have to deal with killing these guys off the regular way. Yep. Because one of them was a good chunk off health-wise than the other, but thankfully, not by enough to get us into a position where we had to eat a bio counter. Getting back attacked by two of those guys is really upsetting. Yep. Another nice, simple, but slightly tedious fight, mostly because there were 4 bombs there. And here we are at Gorntown. The town of ruin, perhaps. Who's that? Sure that's King Tycoon? We've got the same music that we were getting in Karnak, but Karnak was such a friendly place. It wasn't burning down or anything in any position. That would be a silly assertion to make. This building, maybe? Alright, keep chasing this goofball around, and eventually, surely, get to actually talk to him, right? I'd say this way he's going to be kind of cornered, right? So we'll have to be able to at some point. Walking in the ruined building here. Oh, see him over there. There he is, all the way in the back. Oh, yeah, there's the thing I spoiled earlier about Ferris. Also being child of King Tycoon. Uh-oh. Yep, like I said before, Ferris and Lena, siblings. And meanwhile, there is Galoof all the way over there. And Butts is still on the floor. Just mowing down on some tile. This one tough old cuss. Oop. What's going on with this, huh? There he is. Actually, I think in theory we were probably going to go look for you, but hey. This will be the Ronka Ruins, right? It makes sense for us to be in there and after encountering a ruined town. Man, look at all this stuff. We got some funky machinery and stuff going on here. Ooh. That's probably bad. Yeah, Butts, you might want to hustle. I don't have control of this particular sequence, so, yeah. Meanwhile... There's Sid and Mid, bringing back the black chocobo to the woods, I guess. Well, that's a shame. We could really have used that, but hey. Yeah, I was out of energy or something. Oh, yeah, push the switch. I'm sure this is a safe idea. Uh-oh. There they go. I'm sure they'll be fine. Probably. Well, maybe not, but hey. Push the switch. Erg. It's no use. Check flowers middle room. Huh? Hold up. Paper room on the right. Well, at least we've got a rest spot though. We can just take a frickin' nap right here in the middle of the ruins, and that's totally a safe idea. Wow, rude. Get a good look. Check the urn. Rod Stewart? Nah, that's silly. Actually, that's kind of on the... If it's silly, that's kind of on the level for... Oh, and did this note writer know that this was going to happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pull. Okay, so it's pull the switch. And I gotcha. We get a shuriken, and we learned mini. Nice. That mini spell is going to eventually be kind of useful. When we get into a greater risk of getting hit by mini. So that way we can remove that from ourselves more easily. Although Isuna might cure it, I don't recall. Huh, well here's the fire ship again. Cool. Can we go into the basement of the fire ship? And go get... Because there's... Again, there's a couple of blue magics that I missed here before. One of which is Explode. Explosion. The other is Missile. God, these guys are dodging, like, a lot. Even more than I'm used to out of them. Eesh. Would you just take the damn hits already? Why the fuck are you guys dodging this much? I mean, okay, if we were blinded, that would make sense, at least. Like, alright, it makes sense why Lena and Ferris aren't going to be hitting these things with a dam, but... For Butts and Galoof? Like... That said, the blindness icon does kind of just look like cool sunglasses. So, hey. Dude, can we just leave this fight? Yeah, I don't want to fight the fucking poor Crudests. They probably use magic on them, but still. Good. Are they just immune specifically to swords or some shit? Because that would be real stupid if so. Which is what makes me think that's the case. Okay, seriously, is anything else here? Are there any other enemies here other than the fucking... these guys now? Okay, no, here we go. Here's a defeater. Thank fucking Christ they do exist. So we can deal with the motor drives or whatever they're called, the motor traps, model traps, and we can take control of one of them. We'll try bolting the other, which is what you have to do in order to proc it to use self-destruct. And it'll target the wrong person for obvious reasons. And use missile. Magic missile. Wait. Yeah, so I guess this one's kind of useless, unless we could force end the control, but hey. We got missile, and that's important. Not interested in this battle. Can we fuck off already? There we go. Alright, here we go. Another defeater, and we're getting back attacks, which is unfortunate, but hey. On some level, maybe that's kind of good, because it should mean that the motor traps will be a little bit more durable, I guess. Which means they're more likely to survive, but that doesn't actually seem to matter. Okay. That's fine. I mean, again, I really don't require this, but it'd be nice to have all the blue magic. I guess. Oh yeah, you don't have that equipped anymore. You don't need control right now, you just equip that, and go to your magic. And yeah, we'll go for one more defeater battle. Good. We didn't do damage with fire before. Will Bolt do? No, apparently not. Okay, it's immune to fire and lightning. So ice would work on it. I actually wouldn't look this up. Is that why I haven't been able to damage the thing with my coral sword? Does it count as lightning damage? Because I think in some games it does. You got anything to say here? Nothing in the... Unless I can only view the description in here. It's a distinct possibility. Of course, there isn't one in my inventory right now for obvious reasons. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about what I just asked, so never mind. More importantly, just use Ice 2 on those groups. Okay. Or hell, in a case like this, we just Ice 1 of them, and then it doesn't get a kill. Never mind. I was gonna say, and then we just mash things out, but yeah. Okay, yeah, the Coral Sword is Lightning Elemental. I just went and looked it up. So that's why we're constantly missing against the Crew Dust with it. That makes sense. I mean, I don't know why the thing it says is that it misses, because that's not quite it, but hey. Alright, here we go. One defeater fight, and like I said, we're going for one more of these guys. Just to take one more shot at learning self-destruct. And then we're gonna move on. Because we've been goofing around so much. Yeah, there we go! Fucking right. Just fight these things the rest of the way. Yeah! Alright. That means the only thing left for us to... that we, haven't gotten at this point, basically, in terms of blue magic, is Magical Hammer. But that's because Byblos was being a jackass and decided not to give it to us. We could have reset for it, I guess. Or just drag the fight out, but hey. He went down below. Very easy to find him, buddy. Okay. Oh, he seems to have got it working, or else it's going to explode. Whoop. Hell yeah, we got ourselves an airship. That'd be the anchor. You might want to just chuck that off of the... Oh. Never mind. No, it's a boss fight, actually. Against the Clay Claw. This thing... I don't know. Unsurprisingly. I do not recall, so I'm just going to hit this thing as hard as I can, basically. Just give it the old clobbering time. Lena did more damage with the Coral Sword by a good margin than Ferris did with Ice 2, so I'm going to assume that physical attacks are... Oh, okay! Right, I thought you looked like Carl Boss. Oh geez, that thing was super fucking easy. What the hell? Wow, entirely free boss fight. Fuck yeah. You love to see it. And it gave us the ice bow. Alright. Easy peasy. Very, very easy. So, fix it with parts from the fire ship. Oh, is it ready already? Well, we have to do the thing, don't we? Hooray! We got an airship! Yes, this is always a really good part of like any Final Fantasy game. When you get an airship, the world is open to us nice and wide. That must mean we're close to the end of the game, right, everybody? Oh. Now seems like a very good time to save, for sure. Not in the memo slot, you fool. Alright, let's take a look around at what we got here. We know where the Black Chocobo is hanging out. This place where we can encounter something. There's a pretty strong enemy in this area that has a blue magic for us. Here we go. Prototype. And we're back attacked. Oh, fuck my life. Ew. And it immediately opened up with Missile. That is rough. Well, surely electricity works on a robot, right? Nope. Damn. Well, we silenced it, I guess. Are we even able to hurt this thing right now? I'm suddenly very concerned, especially when we're getting back attacked by it. Well, I guess our physical attacks can't do anything. Actually, hold up. So I am going to pop this thing open here. Speaking of which, level 23. I can't just level 5 cap it, which, to be fair, I don't even have that on right now, so it would be a bit of a problem. Oh, I can make it just explode. Oh, fuck, I don't have control on right now either. Oh, man, I gotta run from this. Control would probably be a good idea anyway, because this thing has... Oh god, I can't get flamethrower from it through control. Shit. Well, let me equip steel on here. And I will be right back. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with that because I like Red Mage just as a class usually. And more importantly, at least for a while, it has access to holding rods for us. So yeah, back in a moment. Oh hey, time at 11:11. I'm back. All right. Let's get back to it. Let's see if we can actually make Prototype work the way that we want it to. Ah, here we go. We're going first this time, and I forgot to heal. Whoops. I could just switch to Blue Mage and hit it with Dark Spark twice, I guess. But we do have to wait for its second turn in order to attempt controlling it, because that is when it may or may not use Flamethrower. There we go. Burn rate. Oh, it's single target! You dick! You fucking fun-hating loser. God damn it, dude. Why don't you just explode on yourself? There we go. Give me your money. Give me your experience. Give me, maybe a drop would be nice. I don't know. What do you got, champ? You got some dark matter. Those are useful for the alchemist once we unlock that class, but you can see that I am over here deciding to put myself into the world of side quests again. Oh right, I should probably heal, because I'm out here on the map. Mustard bomb. Ah, gross. And you put a tick effect on Varus. That's... what a load of bum. What a load of big booty butt. And it's taking 2 turns, so... that means it's time for us to hijack the thing again. Steal from it. Oh, we got an ether. That's pretty good. And kaboom! Damn it! Why can't you aim at the person who can actually learn that? Well, this is a pretty nice way for us to get some free stuff, but I'm really just trying to get Flamethrower, aka Burn Ray. Although at this rate, again, at this rate, screw it. Let's have multiple blue mages in the party. I mean, she doesn't have learn yet, but eventually. And again, we can just make her cast Darkspark on it a couple of times. Or Black Shock, as it's called in this version. I had to remember that. That's an odd name. Bend. Oof. Did it get... Ooh, that's fucking expensive. Especially since it seems like it can fail. Don't like that fact. We're gonna head back to Crescent and heal at the end, because even though these guys don't give money, that's still pretty cheap. Yeah, because they're only giving me 500 experience and some AP. Which is still nice, but... yeah, again, we'll have... Well, Galoof wouldn't be a good extra blue mage. I at least want Bartz to get another level of Geomancer. And you know what? Nah, I can pick that up later. We don't need the ability to be protected from damaged floors just yet. We'll just start giving everybody Blue Mage for some reason. Is it this island? I forget. We'll find out sooner rather than later. I mean, yeah, this one counts, so hey, that works for me. Heal. That's... Bend. Alright, come on, flamethrower me. Nah, you suck, dude. Oh, well. That's fine. Get see, level 5 death is a little bit costly, but check this shit out. BAM! Since it's down to level 5 after getting Darksparks twice, we can just kill them without having to worry about control RNG possibly being, well, bad, I guess. It's the simplest way to put it. quickly we heal butts. Heal our butts. Hit him with that shit a little bit, and go on defense. Alright. Well, Bartz, you were the one... no, it was Lena who was active next. Whoops. I thought it was Butts. But we still managed to do that, and hey. We required check for Lena, which is... Ah, damn it. And... we gotta go through a couple of things to get to learning, don't we? Okay, it needs a grand total of 30 in order for us to do that, so that's fine. That is, in fact, completely tolerable. Oh, that didn't seem to hit anybody. That's cool. I wish these spells weren't so goddamn expensive, though. Like, we're at a rate where it's like, God, I gotta hit the inn again already pretty soon. Or use a tent or something. Did that fail? Did I not hit it with 2 fucking Dark Sparks? God damn it. And this is why we keep Galoof as the trainer. Or at least with the control ability on him. Is so that way he can bail me out in case I make a fucking idiot of myself here. Which, you know, as usual, I don't need any assistance with that, but hey. Oh yeah, I don't have dash on me. Oh no, well, I still run, it's just not as fast. Well, our first Dark Spark failed, so I'm gonna just mourn the fact that I don't have learning to start with. I don't know why they do it that way with the Blue Mage, but hey. I guess someone at Squaresoft in the era was just kind of like, what if we didn't like this class very much? But hey. Just respond to that with a heal. Why give that a fail rate, man? That's all I can say here. Oh shit, we did... Or was it only Bartz who learned it? Fuck, now I have to actually go through everybody's blue magic and see. Well, whatever. We got another kill on it, so that's fine. Okay, so we get to look through everybody's burns here, blues here to see they have. Yeah, Bartz has Burn Ray. Just gotta make sure that it was actually transferred to everybody. Okay, so learning is only required for. I'm dumb. I don't know why I thought. I think it was just because it was a separate ability, but hey, whatever. Let's set Bartz back to being a Geomancer, and you can have your dash ability. And Lena was what? She was a knight? Yeah, is there much need, really, to... give her, max that out? Because gotta be... How many more abilities can it have? Oh. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it is actually kind of close, come to think of it. So, there we go. We got Flamethrower. So that's enough goofing off, which means that we're going to go back and heal. And then we got to take our airship to wherever the Ronka ruins are. At least I think it's the Ronka ruins. I feel reasonably confident of such. Could be wrong, but hey. Alright, open up our map, and... Oop. Well, there we go. The ruined town just sort of Uh, it's turned into a spaceship and... Well, that's pretty weird what just happened. We land in this area while we get into a fight in the desert. And it's just bombs. Whatever, we faced these guys before plenty of times. Alright, yeah, nothing we can do over here, so... Back to our airship. See if our map has anything new for us. Yeah, right out in the middle, we can't do anything with that. In fact, it's not even lit up, so... That'll tell you how useful that is for us. North here. Check this place out. The Easterly Village. Any new gear? Oh, geez. We cannot afford that. I just wanted to see what it did. Like, the Angel Ring, I feel reasonably confident it's like a re-raise, but the others, hard to say. Just standard stuff. Magic? It's just time magic and we have all of it already, so meh. Oh, the sheep knocked us back here. That's something. Yep. Ooh, neat. We get a free song. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Let's see. Hey, you. Something's hidden behind the waterfall. Well, I don't think we can get to the waterfall right now, unfortunately, so... Good to know for later, I guess. Yeah. You know what, let's go ask these nerds if they know anything about that floating piece of machinery. Yeah, hey, you guys seen Sid and Mid anywhere? It might be in Crescent Town. In fact, that'd probably make a little bit of sense, because that was where we last saw them, wasn't it? You guys here? It's our armor shop again. Yeah. Did we properly talk? I forget. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, as I say, surely we can't land around the pyramid, right? Mountain. Oh, right. Is there still a spot to land there at Crescent Lake? Sec. Crescent Lake, pardon me. Crescent Island. Called. Crescent Lake is from a different game. Yeah, see, it's still there, so... we should be able to drop down here. Maybe find out... yeah, here's these guys. That's right, that makes sense. Saw a typo there. Adamantite. Okay. Well, alright, Galoof, sure, let's go to your meteor and get some adamantite. Since apparently we can do that. This angle really does kind of screw up my perspective in terms of how I travel. It bothers me slightly. Only slightly, though. It could be worse. There's Castle Tycoon, so if we park right over here, that's a bad idea. Park on this side. And we just pick a random chunk off the meteor, I guess. Oh. Sure. Why not, right? Are you sure that's going to be enough for the whole airship? Well, whatever. No time for that question anymore. Something is here. Watch out! Get surrounded by on all sides here by this. Adamantime. The Adamantoise, surely. No surprise it doesn't take a whole lot of damage from that. That stalactite attack, however, does a lot more. Lena does some okay damage. The Loof is probably not going to be very useful in this fight. Ouch! That's quite painful. I wasn't expecting that to hit quite that hard. This turtle hits like a big truck of a creature. And here's my last high potion. I hope it's worth it. 500, that's pretty okay. Lena, be on guard for a bit here, and oh, thank fuck he didn't just kill Butts with 2 attacks. I was a little worried there. But also, jeez, I am just not set up very well for this, huh? I didn't know there was... I didn't remember there being a boss fight here, you know? Yeah, honestly, I don't think I guess I could say I don't know at this point, because, yeah. Clearly my memory ain't all there, but... We got through that. It wasn't that bad, in theory. Took some resources, but whatever. We just needed to be able to do a lot of damage. Why do I still have control on Galoof? That's a stupid idea. Yeah, I'll re-equip light magic there, or white magic there, Galoof. I guess light magic is almost correct, but not exactly. You gotta make our way out of here. we're kind of in the center of the map, so... Let's go heal. Excuse me. Alright, down we go. Hey guys, we got this big rock that's apparently enough ore to fix the airship. And then we get the ridiculous... Oh, it's even speeding up. Hell yeah. Well, pretty good, Barts. Butts. Utes. Press X to go higher. Okay. Oh, we sure can hope so. Oh, excuse me. What's up? Disable all of the cannons. Oh, boy. Oh, I like the sound of this. Yeah, see, Galoof is thinking what I'm thinking, pretty much. It's just a couple of cannons. It'll be fine. Surely, right? Alright, well, Geomancer is a completely mastered job, so we can swap off of that, finally, and find ourselves something else to be for old Barts here. Old friend Butts, as it were. Let's switch back to becoming a sorcerer here. And we'll turn on Dash. I don't think we need Anti-Trap just yet. And you're all equipped for this. You got your Mage Slasher, you got your other stuff. Alright. Can we save here? We can save on the airship, right? No, we gotta land before we can save. What a load of butts. What a load of butts, Clouser. Alright. Land and save, and then we go up into the sky here. Alright. Wrong button. Up we go. Alright, we gotta walk into these things, I guess. Yeah, okay. Here we go, it's time to fight the cannons. Oh, that's unfortunate, they confused me. Got some bolt. I'm I'm assuming that that's probably the best choice to fight these things with, just because electricity seems like a smart play here. That seems like the smart money. Yeah, you go ahead and silence Lena, that's perfectly fine. And the Coral Sword doing good business there. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Might be wiser to Isuna her once I get the chance here. Do you not have that as a red mage? Really? Okay. I guess it's up to you then, Galoof, to snap her out of things. Or she can kill herself and that'll do it, I guess. It's not really the way we were hoping for that to go down, but hey. Alright, we got 2 hard body, whatever that is. And we got some flame cannons here, I see. They're attacking us with the old flamethrower, which makes sense, but hey. Yeah, see, the cannons are pretty easy if you just are able to consistently throw out some electric damage. I just wasn't really completely ready for what the rockets do. Because they're kind of annoying. This confusion shit is getting really annoying. On the other hand, it seems like these enemies only do percentage damage, which is great. We'll take that any time, you know? Any amount of not having to do that much healing is good with me. And unfortunately, Galoof ended up being the one who got muddled there. Fuck. That's annoying. Good times. Uh-oh. I'm sure it'll be fine as long as we get a chance to heal. That's what I'm trying to do here. Alright. We should now be set to go. Let's go ahead and fight the big freaking cannon here. The Soul Gun and its various extra launchers here. So, in order to help kick things off real quick, let's crack this thing upside the head with a lightning rod. As you can see, it's got a couple of dudes that you want to help deal with. And plus, just chucking these out in general is probably not a bad idea. Oh, also, Lena got hit with the olds, so, wouldn't be a bad idea to heal that status effect from a couple of folks in a moment here. Where is my sword gone to? There it is. So re-equip the Coral Sword. Yeah, put Lena back up to fighting trim here. %128%, that's a lot of power level. Uh-oh, this might be painful. It's pretty bad, but we lived through it, so that's fine. I can deal with that. Oh, I see, I saw Bartz was afflicted with old also, and so is Galoof. But I mean, if Galoof is subjected to being old, that is less bad than all that. Butts, however, not having the damage is not great. But we got through it anyway. It's fine. The boss is defeated. Nothing to worry about. Now, hold on. Before I do that, I want to go back and heal. Unfortunately, I might have to just go forward and look for a save point inside or something. And here we are, the Ruins of Ronka. Real quick, let's get some heals going. And nobody needs to be, nobody needs to have their status effects purged. You can kind of see why, though, why I wasn't sure if Galoof was affected by being an old fart, because his sprite is really just changing the beard color in that case. So yeah, you know, very helpful, right? And we got some of the Knights of Ronka here. Uh-oh, are they also immune to... They're also immune to lightning, aren't they? Son of a butts. Just managed to silence that guy, I guess. Alright, toss out some fire magic here. Should help carve these guys up a little bit. Oh, well, Ferris is dead. That's... Oh, man. This sucks already. And Galoof doesn't have any fucking mana, because I didn't give him an ether. Eesh. Oh no, they take damage from lightning magic. They just weren't for me for that time, I guess. By lightning magic, I mean lightning anything. They were just dodging like hell during this, I guess. Well. Hey, you can see the enemies are starting to get a little bit harder at this point. For sure. And 7 years ago. Are you sure there's no way for me to go back and save or something? Okay, I just had to exit downward on the screen. That's... not exactly expected. I mean, it makes sense, but also... Anyway. We didn't get to the Earth Crystal today, but nevertheless, that will do. for us for now. Let me just go save real quick, and then what I just said or indicated about this being the end of the stream will be correct, finally. Yeah, there we go. Next time, folks, we'll finally get that Earth Crystal.